What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.
Aloha and welcome back to the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. We've reached the top. It's the championship game. Utah Prep, Brewster Academy. My name's Carducci. I'm joined alongside by Dean Shimamoto. Game 32 of 32. We've reached it. You ready for the last one?
Of course I'm ready. I mean, these were the top two teams coming in, and evidently they'll be the top two teams going out, but we'll see who's going to be the best one here tonight. Utah Prep came in so highly touted, but Brewster, a great team themselves, have already played some tough games this season, got some big wins. But there would be no bigger than coming out and beating Utah Prep with J.J. Mandequit, A.J. Daivanson, #1 player in the country. So this is a big game for both teams.
Utah Prep has those two stars you mentioned. Brewster, they do it, a whole team. Antonio Pemberton, Darian Moore, Ibuka Ikorie, their guards, their bigs down low. Coach Jason Smith has them humming right now. That big win you're talking about, they came off to the Classic after defeating Mount Verde, I believe snapping about a 35-game win streak or something along those lines, and they come in, according to Max Preps, ranked number 2 in the national top 10. But we will start to turn our attention towards half court. We will have the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome back to the Father Kennedy Athletic Center here on the campus of Iolani School for the 2024 Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. Your championship game features Utah Prep Academy from Hurricane, Utah, and the Brewster Academy Bobcats from Wolfeboro, New Hampshire. At this time, I'd like to ask you all to please rise if you're able for the singing of the national anthem.
So singing the national anthem, Hawaii Pono'i, Iolani School senior, Mika Minor.
What so proudly we hailed, 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 what so proudly we ha
Once again, Iolani Senior, Mika Minyor, National Anthem, Hawaii Ponui. We are set here for the starters. Utah Prep defeated Kahuku in the first round, 107 to 50. Second round defeated the host Iolani, 84 to 30. In the semis yesterday, defeated Oak Hill, 63 to 52. They will start the same starting five, led by AJ Debansa, Anthony Falesi, Jackson Kiss, Jackson Rasmussen, and JJ Mandaquit. And then for Brewster, their first round, they defeated Kapa 100 to 19. Defeated Wheeler 61 to 47. And defeated Veritas, who just saw win the buzzer beater finger roll by Ryan Sohi. They defeated the Titans 64 to 43. And they will also start the same starting five. Darian Moore, Ibuka Okorie, Killian Toure, their three guards. The two bigs down low, Sebastian Wilkins and Preston Fowler. What are you most excited to see tonight from both of these squads?
Well, it's going to be interesting, I guess, for Brewster because they've had different guys step up for them over the course of this entire tournament. We saw Darian Moore be big certain nights, Okorie be big last night in the semifinals, but they haven't been on the same page together, really on the same game. And for them to have a big night as a team, I think both of those guards are going to have to contribute in different ways, trying to contain the guards in JJ Mandaquit, Falesi on the other side, and combat this offensive attack that Utah Prep puts out there. So it's going to be big for Brewster, who's such an incredible team with a lot of discipline, have some stars here tonight, and that could be Okorie and more.
Starting five for Utah Prep has taken the court. Coach Jason Smith still talking to the Bobcats there on the bench. Both these teams came earlier today for a shoot around and went back to the hotel, rested up a bit, got a pregame meal, and now they're back along with a host of other teams that are still in the building watching this. Sebastian Wilkins, AJ Debansa in the circle. Debansa wins a tip. Falesi opening dunk.
Right off the bat, Debansa showing that athleticism, quick tip. Falesi ran that almost like a play. Caught it and dunked it. He knows what to do with it, especially in transition.
Darian Moore coming up the screen. Over to Okorie for three. Comes up short, rebound out to Kiss.
We saw that in other nights where Okorie started looking for that jumper from long range and got off to a little slower start, missing those initial threes, but then he really got going last night.
Debansa, early matchup. Toure switches on to him. Debansa working on the smaller Toure, stops in the lane. Gives it back to Mandaquit. Swing down low, Rasmussen. To the wing they go. Falesi for three. Two bounces on the rim, no. Wilkins with the clear.
You see AJ Debansa, he knows it's going to be a big game for him tonight. We haven't really seen him get going offensively. I mean, he shot a ton of free throws yesterday, so ended up with a good collection of points. But that was mainly that mentality of getting to the rim, so we'll see how well he does from the outside today.
Okorie to the cup, can't finish on the reverse. Mandaquit comes away with it. Debansa, wing for three, buries it.
Just caught that in rhythm in transition. JJ with the usual push, drops it off to Debansa. Nice and smooth on the three ball.
Wilkins spin in the lane, kick out, Moore for three. Couldn't hit from the corner. Debansa comes away with the rebound. Into the front court, lost his footing. And a foul called. Killian Toure will pick that up.
Looked like a bump and a little slip there. Got called for the foul enough to retain possession there for Utah Prep. A lot of these players coming in a little banged up from last night. Falesi took one to the temple, really, and to the eye, had a little cut, which he has to address. And we saw Kiss get banged up a little bit, played for only about 2.5 quarters and sat really the final quarter and a half or so in their semifinal game. So we'll see how these players are athletically.
Corey working through that screen, forced a tough catch. A backcourt violation called.
That's where Brewster has been exceptional. Their half-court defense has been top-notch. You see the on-the-ball defense, tough, physical, off the ball. They stay in great help position. They just move in unison. An incredible defensive team, especially in the half-court. So Utah Prep is going to really want to look out to get in transition.
Wilkins in the corner. Up top they go to Toure. Toure on the drive. Over Kiss, no. Rebound tipped out, secured by Falesi. 5:35 to go in the first. Utah Prep up 5-0. Devanza with the left wing. Toure, smaller defender on him. That's off the drive the first time. Now working on a post-up, fall-away jump shot. Misses everything, and Falesi trying to get the offensive rebound, gets the contact there.
Well defended by Toure there on the post, giving him some inches, but just held his ground, contested the shot well, forced the fadeaway jumper, which turned out to be an air ball. So you got to be happy with that if you're Brewster Academy.
Corey left wing will try another three. This time connects.
Ran that quick hitter, that double cut over the top, almost an Iverson type of cut. JJ Mandequit got caught behind, and Corey able to knock that one down from range. As we said, started off slow last night, but really got going to 20 points. Found that offensive touch from long range after finishing a few on the inside, and really had a great night.
He picks up his first foul there. Devanza still working on Toure. Between the legs dribble, thought about rising. Now we'll shoot it, free throw line jumper, no. Wilkins comes away with the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Now Toure will settle it.
AJ Dybonsa is so good. You really want to just keep him out of his rhythm as much as possible. That first three hit, step right into it. And you want to keep him away from the rim as well. Not an easy task.
Corey kick out to the corner. Moore on the drive, stops in the lane, step around, kisses it off the glass.
As we mentioned to start this game, it's going to need to be a little bit of Moore, a little bit of Corey, and if they can keep that consistent, find scoring from both guys, they can really be tough to guard.
The right wing for Kiss. Between the legs dribble, on the drive, through the contact, up and in.
So many players on this Utah Prep roster have the ability to go and create their own shot. It's not just AJ Dybonsa, it's not just Felici. Jackson Kiss plays a nice brand of basketball.
Toure into the lane off glass, no. Rebound taken up high by Devanza. Over to Mandequit, right wing. The shot fake. Now a bounce pass over to Kiss, taken away. Moore up ahead to Wilkins. Tried to throw it down. Long rebound goes out to Moore. And Toure on the putback.
Brewster staying active on the offensive glass, and Utah Prep looking to push transition at every chance they can get. So good look by Falesi, but air ball.
So Toure will slow it down. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. We are tied at 7. Championship game here in the Iolani Classic. Moving along, Fowler over to Okorie, working on Mandequit. He has a screen to his left. Corner three, Moore buries it.
Yeah, we see Moore right on cue. First time, as we said, Moore got into foul trouble the last 2 nights and had to sit a significant part of the first half. And so important for them to be in the game, especially offensively for this Brewster team.
Mandequit picks up the dribble, gets it over to Kiss. 17 on the shot clock. Kiss facing up. Now gives it to Mandequit, working baseline, back to the basket. Debanza free throw line jumper comes up short. Rebound taken by Fowler.
JJ Mandequit created a great opportunity for Debanza. The 15-footer just falls short. Again, keeping him out of rhythm. Keep him away from the rim and see if he can knock down shots. That might be your better chance, as good as he is around the rim.
Moore, that pass was intended for Fowler in that area, but too high. And Fowler got a little confused if that pass was for him.
John Southwick now into the game for Utah Prep. We saw him come in last night and just lit up the scoreboard. An incredible shooter. They'll be looking for him in transition and even off the attacks.
Alessi drive. It's cut off by Moore. 17 on the shot clock. Debanza, bigger Wilkins on him this time. Tries to shake him. Moore with the poke away. Wilkins leading the break. Okorie shot fake into the lane. Stops and pops. No. Put back Fowler. No. Southwick with the rebound. Mandequit head up. Over to Debanza. Into the lane. Two-hand flush.
Transition push allowed Debanza to get out ahead. We usually see him grabbing the rebounds and looking up the floor, but that time JJ Mandequit found Debanza on the run, power hop to the middle. Usually you end with the power hop and you just go up and try and finish strong.
Okorie finger roll. Up and in. Lead goes back up to 3, 12-9. Mandequit over to Rasmussen. Back to Southwick.
Brewster clearly has a scout on Southwick. They're not going to just leave him open.
Mandequit with a step through. Up ahead they go to Fowler. Toure in the corner. Lost his footing but got pushed. And that is foul number 2 on Anthony Falesi.
That is a big foul on Falesi. Under 30 seconds left in the first quarter, picked up 2. We'll see how long he sits out here in the first half, because obviously he's a guy that they really need on the floor, but they will need him on the floor late, and this is expecting to be a much tighter game than the last couple for Utah Prep.
Shot clock turned off here. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brewster up by 1, 12-11. And Pemberton, who provided that spark yesterday, has the ball near half court. Uses a screen. Fowler, top of the key 3. Back rim. Wilkins skies for that rebound. Second chance, Fowler. Might have been after the horn. Misses it anyway. And at the end of the first quarter, Brewster 12, Utah Prep 11. You're watching the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Rox, what's going on over there? Come on. Some kind of orangey stuff.
I think it's orange oil.
Orange oil? What's that about?
For termites.
We should do that. But I don't think our guys do that.
So why don't we get the right guys?
At Pest Tech Hawaii, we offer orange oil treatment as an alternative to tent fumigation. So let our guys be your guys.
We're Pest Tech Hawaii.
Welcome to Hilo, Hawaii, where the water is as pure as the aloha that flows through it. Waiakea water is naturally alkaline, full of minerals and electrolytes, and always giving back to our planet and people. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Back here, start of the second quarter. Brewster up by 1, 12-11. Carduechi, Dean Shimamoto here. What have you liked? What have you not liked in that first 8 minutes?
This is about what we expected. Brewster's defense has been spectacular, especially guarding AJ Debanza. They have an aggressive on-ball defender with help there on the backside, so forced him into some difficult shots, even forced a turnover. And then offensively, those 2 guards being who they are, Darian Moore, Ibuko Okorie, both Division I commits and showing off their full package.
Walters tried behind the back. And no look pass.
Yeah, looking for that back door. You see that high flash to the high post, and immediately the back door running. And JJ Mandequit did a nice job to get a hand on it.
Pemberton long inbound to Walters in the backcourt. Pemberton gets it back now. We'll bring it into the front court. 15 on the shot clock. Swinging along the perimeter. Walters working on Kasenga. Kick out to Pemberton. Baseline J. Hits it.
We'll see how this plays out with Brewster Academy subbing in this rotation of guards. Pemberton, as you said last night, so effective in a fill-in role for Moore, who picked up some fouls, but JJ Mandequit won't come out of this game, and he's going to have to rotate on Okorie, Pemberton, Moore, while they stay a lot fresher.
Mandequit for three, front rim, and a foul called. Good box out there. Preston Fowler. Kasenga picks up his first.
Little defensive mix-up for Brewster on that last one. Gave JJ Mandequit wide open look. Looked pretty good, just a bit short.
Okorie in the corner. Debansa switches out onto him. Wilkins facing up on Rasmussen now. Doesn't use a screen. Drive cut off. Still has the ball. Over to Okorie. Into the lane. Off glass. No. Thought he got hacked. Walters steals that pass. Drops it off to Okorie and one. That time got the whistle and the bucket.
Brewster did such a nice job on sitting on JJ Mandequit on the outlet. Even if they don't get the steal, they slow down that transition opportunity. They know it's going to him. He's the point guard. He wants to get down the floor, but ended up with a 2-on-1 and then an and-one for Okorie on the finish.
Okorie completes that three-point play. He's up to 8. That foul, the second on Kasenga. So now Kasenga and Falesi with 2 fouls apiece. Mandequit handoff to Debansa. Crossover dribble, spins in the lane. Got hit, 2 shots at the line.
AJ Debansa just being aggressive. He knows that the defenders have to stay up on him because he can knock down that 3, and he already hit one earlier today. But this time using that hesitation, getting to the rim, just working his way, spinning, great footwork, playing through the contact. And last night, shot 19 free throws. We saw a lot of this from him, being assertive. Very, very difficult guy to stop off the dribble around the rim without some type of foul. And if they don't bring the help, he's likely to be here quite a bit here tonight.
Knocks them both down. He has 7. Trims the deficit to 4. Brewster's up 17-13, 6:12 to go in the first half. Wilkins, right wing with it. Swing it along to Fowler. Okorie, pull it back out. Up top they go now to Pemberton. 15 on the shot clock. Pemberton going to work. Now has it on the left wing. 5 on the shot clock. Wilkins rises for 3. Back rim. Pemberton tried for the offensive rebound. Mistimed his jump. Southwick came away with it. Now Mandequit with it in the front court. Kiss with the pass fake. Down low to Kasenga off glass.
Good action there by Utah Prep. Jackson Kiss had a couple options. He could have swung that over to Southwick in the corner, decided to drive and got the dump off to Kasenga instead. So 2 points nonetheless.
Pemberton over to Walters. Pump fake at the free throw line. Lets it go now. Wilkins battling for that offensive rebound into the hands of Walters. That shot altered by Kasenga. Another stop in a row for Utah Prep. Mandequit in the lane, kick out, Southwick for 3. Misses it long, Wilkins, big board.
Nice drive by JJ Mandequit, kick out to Southwick, the shooter. Didn't look just ready enough to catch that ball. You saw him just very quickly have to set his feet, flip that ball to the seams. Might have been enough to cause that miss.
Walters with the left wing. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Fowler for 3. Back rim. Debansa up high for the board. And a foul called.
AJ Debansa just climbs the ladder. I think it's even higher than a ladder. Some type of elevator to get up there. Long arms with the elevation just way up. Nice option to have. Jackson Kiss was down there in case it dropped.
Moore and Toure check in for the Bobcats. Falesi and Rasmussen for Utah Prep. Down by 2, 17-15. Debansa, now the smaller Toure on him. Will step into a 3 and he hits it.
That shot's been there. He's given the hesitation on that big jumper a couple of times and ran into some walls on the inside, but when he's able to just simply rise up instead of hesitating, he has some clean looks.
Okorie for 3, no. Rasmussen, the rebound. Debansa into the front court. Well, man to quit. Debansa with the screen for man to quit. We get the switch. Okorie is on Debansa now. The shake, mid-range jumper, misses it long. Okorie with the board. Over to Toure. Full head of steam, straight to the cup. Lefty finish.
Not quite transition, really a secondary effort there, but able to get a head of steam going to the rim, and JJ Mandequit right back. Shifty with it. Pulls up for that mid-range, and that's one of his best shots, is getting to the mid-range, whether it's the floater, the pull-up. Just so crafty.
Fowler with Falesi and his 2 fouls on him. Toure with it now. Over to Wilkins. His 3 connects.
Brewster just so clean with their execution of their actions. Everything seems like an option. You come off of curls to the basket, you come off of high screens and down screens and flares, and everything seems to be there.
Debansa can't hit that jumper from the free throw line. Brewster up by 2, 22-20. 2:15 to go in the first half. Moore, backdoor cut, Toure, throw it down! Up ahead they go, right wing, Debansa. Working on the bigger Wilkins this time. He'll rise for a 3. A little bit off to start here.
Yeah, a little mad at himself. He feels like the looks are clean. When he's going up, there's not a contested hand. The contest is on the drive. And so he has the ability to rise up clean, so he's disappointed in the fact that he's not knocking these down.
Wilkins, the shot fake to the cup, reverse and 1. Toure is pumped up, yelling at the bench.
Wilkins, just a beautiful play, able to knock down that first 3 on the curl and just put it up there. So AJ Debansa had to go out and contest, attack the rim clean, took the contact, and so smooth with that reverse on the inside hand.
Sebastian Wilkins goes to the line, sitting on his 5 points. Can't complete it. Pemberton pokes it away, second chance here.
Just been a spark for this Brewster team. A lot through last night, filling in, as we said, for Darian Moore, who had a lot of foul trouble, and he's been so good for them. It hasn't just been a fill. He's been a positive all over the floor, getting extra plays with his effort, and also finishing. You saw him knock down the jumper earlier, but he can get to the rim, knock down 3s. He is not a drop-off when he comes in the game.
That time, I believe that was Rasmussen who came away with the rebound. He just came all the way around on that curl, along the baseline, up the sideline, poked it away. Through the first 14+ minutes, Brewster up by 6 over Utah Prep. Okorie leading the way with 8 points. Toure right behind with 6. Debansa leading the way for Utah Prep. He has 10.
I've been most impressed with their offensive actions. Last night, it was really their defense and how well they moved together in unison. Offensively, they're creating so many great opportunities for their guys. They run an overcut straight into a backdoor, so as soon as you think you've covered that overcut, which they've scored on with threes, and you play up that line, they hit the guy for the backdoor, and then they get a dunk. So much movement.
Wilkins mid-range, no. Pemberton, offensive rebound. He'll pull it back out. Fresh 35.
And what that also does is, while it does create opportunities offensively, it also makes the defense constantly work. You can't fall asleep back there and just stare at the ball. You have to follow your man because it's a legitimate opportunity that you have to take away. And if you don't, they make the right pass, they get those finishes, they knock down threes.
Toure will check out. Okorie will come in for the final 65 seconds here in the first half. And Liquid in the front court with it. Okorie sticking with him. The bounce on the catch, baseline. And with that swing through, draws a foul. Wilkins, all they can do is smile about that one.
You stay in front, you play great defense, take away the drive, try to contest the jumper, and then he swings into you and draws a foul, just so crafty. And it's almost not fair, right? With the athleticism and burst and ball handling ability that he has, can't be crafty as well. But these guys, they just play so much basketball. They watch so much basketball at such a high level that you develop this basketball IQ, and you combine high IQ with effort and athleticism, and then you get one of the top players in the country.
Splits the pair at the line, knocks down that second one. Utah Prep down by 5. Brewster with the ball, looking to extend the lead. Ater Boumeen now checks in. Okorie off that screen. Boumeen in the corner. He hits it.
I can't say it enough, just beautiful actions. Coming off the curl, forced the switch, throws back to the open man on the pop to the corner, and look at the opportunity that Brewster Academy is getting versus what Utah Prep is getting, right? A lot of contested one-on-one chances. Yes, they're scoring, yes, they're staying close, but over the course of a game, hard to maintain.
Deep three, Rasmussen draws nothing. Your score at halftime. Brewster will go into the locker room up by 8, 29-21. Your thoughts on that first 16?
Brewster Academy's got to love what they're doing right now on both ends of the floor, forcing difficult shots for Utah Prep and then executing on the offensive end. Everybody contributing, different guys knocking down threes, different guys getting to the rim. Just about how they drew it up. Such a great job by Brewster Academy. Utah Prep's going to have to find some flow offensively, get some stops on the defensive end, maybe shift up what they're doing. But they've done an incredible job as well. They're staying close, 8 points. We're going to have to see a lot of A.J. Dibonsa here in the second half.
So your score at halftime, Brewster 29, Utah Prep 21. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
When you come to Iolani, something you'll constantly hear is one team.
Our one-team culture began in athletics.
In arenas that demanded humble leadership
and persistent teamwork.
Over time, this ethos has found its way into almost every aspect of life at Iolani.
Ways that are both felt and found in passing.
In its simplest definition, the idea of one team isn't very unique.
We've all heard it in speeches or stories about the team over the individual.
But this implies too little for a way of life we have defined with so much.
You see, one team values shape our education.
Pairing knowledge with character.
Passion with discipline.
It reminds us of humility in success
and persistence in failure.
One Team reveals that the true impact of our education doesn't only lie with what we've learned.
It develops in us values that see the compassionate choice.
Choices that give back and solve problems that matter to all of us.
It's the understanding that when we stand for each other,
we lift each other up.
The One Team spirit endures in our global community of educators and students,
artists and entrepreneurs,
doctors and lawyers and researchers and leaders,
who all recognize that the greatest challenges we face are overcome when we work together as one.
This is what we pass on to our students, faculty, families.
Because we believe this is the most gracious way to live,
as well as the greatest foundation to go out into the world
with great poise, empathy, and determination.
Iolani School, One Team.
What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.
Hey, I got the job.
So I can go part-time.
Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Back here at the Iolani Classic, Brewster up 29-21 at half. Haruichi Dean Shimamoto. And now we're joined by Dr. Lee Haruno, pediatric orthopedic surgeon at the Iolani Medical Center for Women and Children. So you want to tell us a little bit about what are the most common injuries you see at the Bone and Joint Center?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. This time of year, seeing a lot of sports injuries. So any sort of pediatric adolescent sports injuries, see a lot of fractures, broken bones, things that happen on the playground, after school, kind of normal everyday life stuff. So those are kind of the majority of things that we see and treat.
And then you specifically, as a pediatric orthopedic surgeon, what do you specifically do on a day-to-day basis?
Sure, yeah. So I kind of train to take care of musculoskeletal conditions pretty much from below the neck. My special kind of clinical interest, I love pediatric trauma and fractures. And I also take care of a lot of lower extremity deformity, neuromuscular conditions, and foot and ankle conditions as well.
So what led you to say, hey, I want to go be a doctor?
Oh man, that was a decision kind of many years in the making, but I think it's a very satisfying and rewarding career. Obviously, I have the opportunity to help someone every day, do something a little bit different every day. And so I think that's the really unique part. As I go to work, I'm challenged. I have a chance to give back and serve a community that really means a lot to me too. So that part has been really, really great.
So for the people that are listening, watching at home, is there a website that they can go to kind of learn more about the Bone and Joint Center and all of that you do over there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a wonderful team that's spread out kind of all of the Hawaii Pacific institutions. So you can go to hawaiipacifichealth.org/bone and joint centers, and that kind of takes you to our general landing page, but you can find out about the specific condition that you're looking for treatment.
Now we're going to switch the topic more to sports. What's going on? We're talking in the break. Yeah. You're a Notre Dame guy.
Oh, yeah.
How do they look for the rest of this college football
I don't
playoffs?
know. There was a good win yesterday versus Indiana. Georgia next, so we'll see. I feel like the field just gets tougher and tougher, so I'll be rooting for the Irish, but we'll see how they do.
we said it. You were a teammate of Manti Te'o at Punahou.
Yeah.
And we're here at the Iolani Classic. You work around so many Iolani folks.
Yeah.
Right? Dr. Les Chun.
I'm surrounded.
And how is it? Because there's this bitter rivalry here between Iolani and Punahou, but how is it now that you've transitioned to all being adults out of the playing fields and courts and everything, to now having to work together with all these Iolani guys, being a Punahou guy yourself?
Oh, man, the Iolani guys are all smart. Guys and girls, they're real smart, so I'm lucky to call them colleagues. But yeah, teammates. I always tell folks I was a better teammate than I was a player. So I was kind of more of a bench support kind of guy. But yeah, that was my role.
Final question: the score at half, Brewster's up by 8.
Yeah.
Do you see a comeback coming for Utah Prep, or if you had to place a bet, where would you place it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they got obviously a lot of talent on both sides. The local ties on Utah State are pretty appealing as here in Hawaii. So lots of talent, fast-paced action. Not a lot of points, but we'll see kind of what happens in the second half.
Well, thank you for joining us, Dr. Haruno.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
So now, going back to the game, Dean, what have you liked? What have you seen? What do you want to see from Utah Prep to kind of work their way back? They're down by 8. They got shots, just haven't connected from long range.
Well, they're going to have to turn some defense into offense, and it starts with stops. In order to get out in transition, you need to force the other team to miss, grab a rebound, and be able to get it out. But Brewster's been executing so well on the offensive end that they haven't gotten a lot of opportunities, Utah Prep, to get out in transition, to get that push, to move forward into open floors. So you're seeing a lot of half-court defense being played by Brewster, where they can put help position there. They can be locked up on the ball. If they have to guard someone like A.J. Daibansa while he's moving at them in transition, much more difficult task. Same with Falesi. So outside of that initial dunk by Falesi and that early 3, we haven't seen a lot of open floor opportunities. So in order to create those, Utah Prep's going to have to play better defense and get stops, and I think that's where it starts.
When we look at scoring and the breakdown here, thank you, Kyle Miyamoto, providing us these live stats. In that first half for Utah Prep, 6 of 11 from 2, 2 for 8 downtown. Overall, 42.1% from the field. We switch sides over to the Bobcats, 8 of 17 from 2, 4 of 12 from behind the arc. They're both shooting about 40%, but 2 more makes from outside is really the big difference so far. And the scoring, Okorie leading the way for the Bobcats. He has 8. 5 other Bobcats have scored, including Toure, who had that dunk, who kind of started this stretch out of the lead in that second quarter. And you switch sides, A.J. Daibansa, he has 11 points, but shooting just 3 of 9 to start. And we talked about it earlier. He's getting those looks, just not quite locked in all the way as it's hitting the back rim, or some he'll miss short. And
so if you're Brewster and you came into this game, you're saying defensively, we need to keep Utah Prep out of transition. Make sure that A.J. Daibansa is shooting over an outstretched hand. Do not give him a lane to the basket. Limit your fouls. Hold your ground. If you're going to give up something, give up the 3 ball. Falesi's the best he is when he's out in transition, so limit that as much as possible. And contain Southwick when he comes in. Always be aware of where he is. Don't give him any clean looks. And they've executed that to a T defensively. Offensively, they've been so precise. A lot of different scores. 4 players have hit 3-pointers for this team. Different guys have gotten different actions. They've scored on back cuts, drives to the basket, and 3. So executed really well through the first half for Brewster Academy.
Daibansa has it to start the second half. Man to quit, coming off that screen. Kick out to Daibansa, rises for 3. And of course, he'll hit it to start.
As we said, what are they going to give up? Because you cannot take away everything from A.J. Daibansa, and it's been the drive. Giving him the mid-range where he's currently 1 for 6, but he is 3 for 4 from long range.
Down low, Fowler working on Kiss. Gets it to go.
Well executed. Got that diagonal screen.
Baseline jumper, plays around on the rim for a little bit. Rebound taken by Fowler. Bobcats up by 7, 31-24. Just about a minute gone here in the third. Toure gets a switch. Falesi on him now. Step back jumper from the elbow. Gets fouled. And that's foul number 3 on Falesi.
Falesi sat for a large part of that first half because he picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, and here early in the third picks up his third. Again, they need him on the floor. He's a great floor spacer in the half court. He can knock down that kick out in transition. He runs the lane hard and finishes with dunks. So it's going to be a gamble. I believe they're going to try and keep him on the floor as long as they can, but he cannot pick up a fourth.
Toure knocks down the first free throw. Lead goes back up to 8, matching that halftime lead. Second one up, and it is good. Killian Toure, 8 points for him. Iowa State signee. Valesi with it left wing. Over to Kiss. Debanza flashes left wing with it now. Okorie on Mandaquit's hip. Nearly poked it away. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Moore wanted it to be their ball.
Just so tough defensively for the Bobcats. Just getting a hand in, staying in front, being physical on the ball. Nothing clean, nothing open. Got to create everything.
5 on the shot clock. 3. Kiss will rise for 3. And at the buzzer, hits it. At first, I wasn't sure if he knew what the shot clock situation was.
Gave a quick look. Yeah, good recognition and able to get that one to go. Utah Prep really needed it.
Cuts the lead to 6, 33-27. Moore, right wing, go baseline. Wilkins back to the basket, working on Valesi and his 3 fouls. Into the lane, lost the handle. Mandaquit comes away with it. Leading the break, behind the back dribble, kick out, Rasmussen for 3. Back rim, Moore, Valesi go down for the rebound. Held ball. The possession sends it to the Bobcats.
Brewster, nice job of converting in transition. Utah Prep was able to get that run out and looked like they had a 3-on-2 opportunity, but really just shut it down. Got the kick out. Rasmussen wasn't able to knock down the 3 look and forced the tie up on the board, so really a successful defensive possession for the Bobcats.
Toure on the reverse, he hung up there. Missed it long. Mandaquit into the front court, over to Debanza. Working on the bigger Wilkins, into the lane, kick out. Kiss with the pump fake, now driving. And a blocking foul called.
So much contact, especially on the ball. Hard to figure out what to let go, what to call. And that time when a player hits the floor, they're going to say, hey, that was too much. You crossed the line there, and that's a foul.
Jason Smith wanted that to be the other way. Offensive foul called, as he thought Toure got there and got set. Mandaquit will inbound. 5:04 in the third. Utah Prep down by 6. Into Kiss they go. Rasmussen working on the smaller Moore. Into the paint. Finishes it.
Rasmussen has such a great back to the basket game. Patient with it, good footwork, and plays through the contact. Again, we're finding other players here on Utah Prep getting buckets.
Okorie driving baseline, hangs before he threw it up. Called for a travel. He was looking for an and one. Now he's getting an explanation.
Thought he got hooked by J.J. Mandaquit on the drive, but on both ends, just ton of contact. That last finish by Rasmussen probably took a bump by Moore. So from coach's perspective, you want to stay consistent. Of course, you want more calls to go your way, but consistency is important.
Debanza working ISO on Wilkins into the lane. Tried to finish with his left, drew the contact. And if it's on Wilkins, that's foul number 3. It is. So Wilkins now has 3. Valesi has 3 for Utah Prep. Debansa will go to the line for his 5th and 6th attempts. 3 of 4 so far. Comes up short on that one. Bowmean will check in for Wilkins. Yesterday, Bowmean, Pemberton, part of that crew that provided them good minutes when the starters got in foul trouble. Let's see if he can do it again. Knocked down a 3 in that first half already.
Just as you mentioned with Bowmean, with Pemberton, the bench scoring was a big piece of that win last night in the semifinal.
Toure, bounce pass down low, Moore hangs up, can't finish. Now Mandaquit leading into the front court. Kiss wanted to give it to Rasmussen instead. Over to Mandaquit. Utah Prep down by 3. Mandaquit working on Toure. Bounce pass over to Kiss. Working on the right block. Able to work around Bowmean for the basket. It's a 1-point game.
Great patience offensively by Utah Prep. JJ Mandaquit continuing to attack, got into the lane, the drop off to Kiss, who again stayed patient himself. If he went right up, might not have got that.
Okorie 3, no. Rebound taken by Rasmussen. Chance to take the lead here for Utah Prep. Mandaquit over to Rasmussen for 3. No good. Fowler with the board.
Oh, a clean look by Rasmussen, but on the same note, I thought he had a lane directly to the basket. Decided to take that 3 instead of driving.
Utah Prep plus 7 in the third quarter. They've cut that 8-point deficit at half to 1. Moore coming off that curl, hits the deck, draws a foul. And Kiss lost a shoe, still on the floor. Might have gotten rolled up on.
Darian Moore really forcing the action on the catch, took the hard drive to the right, got Southwick leaning. Utah Prep defensively has been so much better than in the first half. The actions that Brewster was running just kept creating open look after open look. Utah Prep making an effort to be more physical, to limit the drives, limit the actions off the cuts. And it's played a huge role in them coming back here in the third quarter.
Toure into the corner for Moore. Okorie right wing with it. Brewster up by 1. 2:35 to go in the third. Driving to the lane, Okorie stops. Rolls around the rim, then drops. Southwick for 3, no. Valesi up for the board, couldn't get it. Moore clears it away. Okorie in transition. Tried to shake Mandaquit. Moore thought about a 3. Now we'll pull it back out. Up top they go, Toure. Altair Bowmean to Fowler. They swing it along. Moore driving in the paint. Has a lane. Throws it up. No. Debansa a big rebound. Gets it up ahead. Mandaquit. Crossover dribble to the rack. That's blocked by Fowler. Okorie into the front court with it. Fowler rises for 3. Front rim. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Corralled by Rasmussen.
Both of these teams are so aggressive defensively. They get after the ball. The windows open and close so quickly that even a wide open looking drive just closes the door.
Debansa on the drive. Moore tried to jump in there for a held ball, but he'll get whistled for foul number 1.
Both teams really not unhappy with the looks that they were getting. They're attacking at the right time. It was just better defense on those occasions and missed opportunities around the rim. That time AJ Debansa cleared it out. Because of so much of that up and down action, the Brewster help defense wasn't just in position. You just get tired going up and down, and when you get tired, you're not as precise with your movements on either end of the floor. So open floor, AJ Debansa just decides to attack, no help, and drew the foul.
Debansa after that first make, he's up to 16. gets 17. Maybe 6 of 8 from the line. 80 seconds left in the third. Brewster clinging to a 1-point lead. Pemberton has the screen, uses it, going right, gets the switch. Up top they go, Okorie. 17 on the shot clock. They pull it back out. Between the legs dribble, stops in the lane. Pick out Pemberton. Over to Walter, 7 on the shot clock now. Bowmean, deep 3, 10-meter line. 3-meter line, sorry, comes up short.
Okorie had J.J. Mandequit isolated at the top of the key, and Mandequit did an exceptional job defensively. Thought Brewster might go in and try to attack Southwick there on the post with Bowmean, but they weren't able to get it there.
Advance on the drive, going to the rack, takes it strong. And Utah Prep takes the lead.
Just playing through a ton of bangs and bumps, that athleticism on full display. More about the strength, but just rising up so high, can still get it off the glass, even through the contact.
Walters, 8 seconds left. Bowmean over to Okorie, 3 seconds. Has to give it up, let it go, off glass, no. And Utah Prep at the end of 3 leads by 1, 36-35. 8 minutes to go in regulation here. The championship game here at the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Caring for the people of Hawaii has been HMSA's mission since day one.
As a father, everybody just wants the best for their kids. HMSA allows them to get the best health care they can get.
We believe in meeting you where you're at. That's why we have the largest choice of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies across the state.
Having HMSA as a coverage, we know that we're gonna be covered no matter where we go.
Caring for you is our privilege. It's why we started this company. It's what we do today, and is what we'll continue to do tomorrow.
Hardware Hawaii, your Kailua hardware store. At Hardware Hawaii Kailua, helping you find what you need is our top priority. Take our lead lumberman, Eddie.
How's it?
He enjoys helping customers find what they need.
My customers are like my friends. It really makes my day when I get to help them out.
Right on, Eddie. Here in Kailua, we're here, ready to serve you. Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Back in the lower gym. Championship game, Iolani Classic. Utah Prep outscores Brewster 15-6 in that third. They're up by 1. What'd you see in that third quarter?
I saw much better defense by Utah Prep. I thought they would be the one fatiguing with Brewster Academy, shifting players in and out. Here actually we see J.J. Mandequit come out of the game for the first time, trying to sneak this extra long break that ended at the end of the third and moving into the early fourth. He won't be out for long, but important to get him some rest down the stretch.
Rasmussen, bounce pass over to Banza, top of the key, working on Wilkins, step back. Pivots, gets it over to Rasmussen in the lane. Straight to the cup, rolls around the rim, then drops.
As highly touted players as AJ Daibansa, JJ Mandequit are, Rasmussen, such a nice piece, along with Jackson Kist. It's these accessory players that are going to cause the win, or help this team win.
Rasmussen can't finish with the right. Rebound taken by Moore. Bobcats now down by 3, 38-35. Fowler in the corner with it. They go trying to get it down low. Southwick able to come away with that steal, deflected that pass.
Fowler just missed Wilkins on the inside to mismatch the Southwick, and once they rotated, it was too late.
Debanza for 3, no. Fowler with the board. Corey will bring it into the front court. Lays it off for Toure. Wilkins off to Okorie now. Near the half-court circle. 8 on the shot clock. Toure driving baseline on Southwick. Kick out, corner 3. More, no. Rebound taken by Falesi.
Well defended by Utah Prep. I thought Okorie had the opportunity to go right at
and one
Southwick.
Bansa.
Amazing.
And I think he dapped up Jordan Smith Jr. after that one.
His former teammate on Team USA along with JJ Mandequit.
The Bobcats will signal for a timeout. It'll be a full one. We will take a break. Utah Prep up 40-35. You're watching the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Your brain controls everything you think, see, and do. 80 billion cells working together, creating the essence of who you are. Strengthen your brain, strengthen your life.
Brain Health Hawaii to me is enhancing my children's potential.
Connection.
Less anxiety.
Make the happy.
Improved focus.
Life-changing. Freedom.
Clarity.
Take control of your health with Brain Health Hawaii.
Back here in the lower gym, Utah Prep extending the lead to 5, have a chance to make it 6 if the Dancer can convert the and 1. It's been a different story in the second
it just
half.
starts defensively with Utah Prep. The actions created and opportunities created by the Brewster offense are just slim to none now. While they really dominated that first half, finding open looks, got threes, got curls to the basket, got back doors, got a little bit of everything. Now those have been taken away. So a huge improvement defensively for Utah Prep, and then AJ Debansa just being assertive on the offensive end.
Comes up short on that free throw.
Mandequit back into the game. Again, he got a couple minutes rest, maybe about 5 to 8 minutes in real time, which is hopefully as much as he needs.
Toure to the cup. Jump stop, got over to the right block.
There's one of those actions, created that opportunity going to the rim.
Mandequit found the cut in Southwick. Rasmussen with the save. Mandequit back with it at the top. 17 on the shot clock, calling for Debansa to set the screen. Now Mandequit lost his footing. Toure ends up with it. And Mandequit deflected it off of Toure, forced the turnover.
Just an incredible play there by JJ Mandequit in transition, fell down, got back up off the slip, and it was one-on-one. And that is so difficult to do, is to make that play, stay in front, got the hands out. Not something that necessarily goes in the scorebook as a huge play, but it is a huge play. Getting that stop, because it could have been 2 points, could have been an and 1, 3 coming back to tie the game. But really impressive.
They got the floor dry now. 5:13 to go in the fourth. Mandequit and Utah Prep up by 3, 40-37, as he brings the ball into the front court. Okorie trying to bother him. Mandequit on the drive, got it taken away. Up ahead they go to Wilkins, running the break. Got by Falesi, finished it in front of Southwick.
Defensively for Okorie, stopping that drive from JJ Mandequit, trying to get to the rim, and it led straight to transition.
Debansa into the lane, lost the handle. Toure stripped it. Up ahead to Wilkins, little in front of him. Save attempt. Falesi comes away with it. Debansa lays it off for Southwick. Finishes high off the glass with the left. Lead stretched back up to 3, 42-39. Utah Prep up.
You're just seeing stellar defensive efforts on both ends of the floor. Stops on JJ Mandequit, stops on AJ Debansa, and then stops in transition, leading to that last bucket.
Wilkins has the smaller man to put on him. Now Southwick switches onto him. They're playing on the other side of the half court. Adam Moore, right wing, elbow jumper, hits the deck, gets the shot.
Tough jumper by Moore. Came off of that curl. Well contested by Palesi, but better offense.
Jumper cuts the lead to 1. Tabansa gets Wilkins on the switch now. Working on the baseline. Stops. Just throws it up off the glass.
You have to take away that baseline because he can go up and under if you go by, but stops, understands where he is on the floor, goes straight up, and it's right under the basket. Easy 2.
He has 23. The lead back up to 3. Toure. Tabansa switches onto him. Wilkins with the right wing, working on Rasmussen. Corrier driving in the paint. Going at Southwick, can't get the foul, can't finish the shot either. Utah Prep gets a stop.
Brewster making their attempts to pick on Southwick defensively. I know he's coming in, gives up some size, but he's a great athlete himself and did a great job of walling up on that drive, making Okori finish over him. He wasn't able to, and Utah Prep's able to get the stop.
Utah Prep calls a full timeout. We will keep it here. Utah Prep up by 3. Coming out of this timeout, what kind of action you think Coach Yamzon is going to draw up here?
Taking a wild guess here. JJ Maniquit will start with the ball and will somehow end up in AJ Daibansa's hands. So not always do your offensive sets have to end up in a clean basket like an open backdoor or wide open 3. They can end up in an isolation where the help is out of position, and then if that happens, AJ Daibansa one-on-one, I'll take that against anybody.
AJ Daibansa, as we speak, 7 of 15 from the floor, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He's the only player for Utah Prep who's gotten to the charity stripe. Made 75% from there. Leading the way with 23. Second in scoring, Jackson Kiss with 7. But more importantly, Utah Prep is up by 3. 2:38 to go in the 4th. Starters are on the floor for the Bobcats. 4 starters in Southwick on the floor for Utah Prep. And the quit has Okorier on his hip. Switches sides to the left, now comes back to the right. 12 on the shot clock. Daibansa working on the smaller Toure now. It's a ball up on his head. Now down to his waist, shakes. Step back jumper, no. Southwick fighting for the offensive rebound. And they're fighting for it. Last touch by Southwick. His left foot might have been out of bounds when he made contact.
Southwick doing a nice job fighting for that rebound. AJ Daibansa on the isolation. Defensively for Brewster, just forcing a difficult shot. There's only so much you can do, and at some point you hope he misses, and you force him in the toughest take he can, and that was a pretty tough one.
Moore coming off the curl, has it. Over to Wilkins, right wing. Driving on Rasmussen. Fall away jump shot from the baseline, no. Put back, Fowler, yes. And Brewster is going to call a timeout after that make. It'll be a full timeout, so we will take a break. Utah Prep up by 1, 44-43. Minute 54 to go in the 4th. You're watching the championship game from the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
We've always started ourselves as a hospitality company, so we're the first and last impression of our guests. Valet parking, do private parties, hospital, we do commercial properties, and then hotels. We'll pretty much do anything that's service-oriented and trying to put smiles on people's face.
We're always looking for good candidates. We provide the skill set, the opportunities. So if you're looking for a job, go to our website, eliteparking.net/careers. We'll be definitely waiting for you.
Back here in the lower gym, minute 54 left. Utah Prep clinging to a 1-point lead. At halftime, Utah Prep was down by 8, 29-21. The biggest lead at one point was Brewster up by 9. They've come all the way back. They have the lead.
Brewster able to earn that last bucket. Well contested by Rasmussen, but left Fowler on the backside, about 7 inches taller than Southwick and Mandaquit, so had an easy putback on the offensive rebound.
Mandaquit brings it into the front court. Has a screen from Dabansa into the lane, no. And he rose up for the offensive rebound. He got fouled up there. Well, Corrier will pick up that foul. 2 shots at the line.
Utah Prep setting that high ball screen with Dabansa. Really can't help off of him. So JJ Mandaquit able to turn the corner, misses it, but second jump, grabs a rebound on the putback. Excellent effort by him.
In and out on that first. Mandaquit sitting on 4 points. Second one upcoming here. It's up and it's good. Extends the lead to 2, 45-43. 95 seconds left in the fourth. Fowler, top of the key, over to Toure. Left wing they go, Okorie. Fowler, Wilkins working on the left block. Throws it up, no. Working on the smaller Mandaquit, couldn't get that shot.
There you saw that craftiness by JJ Mandaquit. Thought he was gonna hold his ground and just pulled the chair, and you saw Wilkins shifting his body off balance toward the middle and couldn't get off a clean shot. So crafty offense, crafty defense, dropped off and forced the miss. Huge stop for Utah Prep.
Utah Prep will call a timeout, up by 2, and even 70 seconds to go in the game. It starts to come down to foul shooting. Utah Prep, they've attempted 10, they've made 7. Brewster, just 4 trips to the line, and they've made 3 of them.
So neither team really at the point where they need to foul. With the 35-second shot clock, you have about 3 more possessions on each side if you decide to use the full clock. So not at that point yet where they need to foul. They can play these out, hope they get stops, and come back on the other end and get buckets. So it'll be more about Utah Prep's defense than it will be about their offense. But if they can find a way to extend this lead, it'll really be helpful. And as we said, likely to start with JJ, probably goes to AJ. But I have this feeling that one of these other guys, whether it be Rasmussen or Falesi, will get something because of the hard help that is going to be provided on these 2 stars.
Mandaquit goes into the backcourt to receive that pass. 23 on the shot clock. He's working on Okorie. Nearly got a strip. Picks up his dribble. Dabansa in the corner with it, working on Toure. Back up top to Mandaquit. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Dabansa to Rasmussen. No. Gets the second chance here. Comes away with the offensive rebound. And Toure got a deflection. And Utah Prep will call another timeout. 42.7 seconds left. 33 on the shot clock. So about 9 seconds difference.
Really working to try and get it to AJ Dabansa on that last possession, and for good reason. But Dabansa made the right pass to a cutting Rasmussen. The double came. Rasmussen not able to convert, but earns that offensive rebound. So the time that elapsed during that possession and then grabbing that offensive rebound gives him a second chance to run off more clock. So if you're Brewster, the clock is as important as the bucket. So you got to get the stop, but it can't happen that slowly. So about a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So if Brewster's able to get a stop without a foul here, they'll have some time offensively go to the other end.
Mandaquit gets it off the inbounds. Clock ticking, 35 on the game clock, 23 now on the shot clock. Mandequit still with it near half court. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Debansa. Right wing facing up on Toure. Behind the back dribble. Double team comes. 3 seconds. Cross court pass. Falesi doesn't get it off. Brewster steps up defensively.
So looking up, Utah Prep has 4 fouls to give. They have no fouls here in the fourth quarter. So only on the 5th foul would Brewster shoot. So Brewster bench is going to have to figure out how they're going to get something off, not waste too much time with the constant fouls, right? So what you got to imagine is, from a defensive standpoint for Utah Prep, as soon as the ball comes in, 2 seconds to 3 seconds will elapse, and then you want to give up that foul. And they still have to find a way to get that up the floor. So Brewster may be looking at a long pass or something moving toward the basket so that they have a chance to get a shot off, maybe get a shooting foul. So Utah Prep has to be well aware of the opportunity that's being given. You cannot foul when someone is attempting a shot, whether it be a 3 or a 2. A 3 would be absolutely horrible. But it's important to push the ball back into the backcourt if possible, and then give that foul after a little bit of time has elapsed.
Setting the scene, 9 seconds left in the fourth. Brewster down by 2 with the ball. They will have it. Free throw line extended across from the Utah Prep bench. So 3/4 of the court to go. Courier gets it into Toure. And there is a take. Mandequit picks up the foul. 5.6 seconds left. But Brewster now with it near half court.
Yeah, well executed by Utah Prep, and JJ Mandequit let some time elapse. No threat of a shot. Just kept the player in front of him. Nearly got the steal.
Toure, 5 seconds on the catch, working on Mandequit. Gets it off. Fowler for 3. No! Fowler had a look, top of the key, and couldn't hit it. So Utah Prep is your 2024 Iolani Classic champs in the 40th edition. Utah Prep is going back with some hardware.
Oh, wow, that last possession. Utah Prep decided not to give it the foul. JJ Mandequit playing aggressively on the ball. If they called it, it was fine, but a miscommunication defensively. Jackson Kicks ends up falling down, giving Fowler as clean a look as you could get from the top of the key. Utah Prep fortunate, but they did enough this second half to earn this Iolani Classic championship.
Utah Prep is your champion. They defeat Brewster 45-43. You want to just talk a little bit about that turnaround we saw in that second half? They were down as many as 9. They came all the way back and secured the win and played the majority of that fourth quarter with a 1, 2, 3-point lead. How did they do that?
It was their defense. Their defense led to their offensive opportunities. They were not able to stop Brewster for the majority of the first half. Had difficult looks offensively. You saw AJ Debansa get going just a little bit. I wouldn't say he had a spectacular offensive game, but he was tough. He got the buckets when they needed to, earned his way to the free throw line, and you saw some accessory players. Kiss got some buckets, and Rasmussen was important for them as well, going to the rim. And Utah Prep really did just enough, but if not for their defense, they would not have been in this game. So credit to them defensively. Brewster, just a special team. They did everything they could. They executed the best that they could. Not quite as good in the second half as they did in the first, but they were right there at the end with a chance to win it with a 3. And what more could you ask for other than a win? So they were right to the edge. And 2 of these great teams, both ranked in the top 10 at some point. Just what you'd expect.
So Utah Prep led The number 1 player, AJ Dibanza, 23 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 6 of 8 shooting free throws. Man to Quit had 5, made 1 of 2 as he went to the line there late. And then we switch sides over to Brewster. Ebuka Okorie and Killian Toure led the way with 10 points apiece. They went 4 of 7 from behind the arc. That last miss, the biggest one, as Fowler had a look, just couldn't convert it. So now, you see at half court, there's a table out there that has the awards. What's gonna happen here? In a little bit, we'll take a break. And on YouTube, we'll stay with the awards. Our XCast audience will be cut. But for now, your 2024 Iolani Classic champions, the Utah Prep Academy from Hurricane, Utah, defeat Brewster Academy 45-43. Thank you to the crew that we had here with the cameras. Drew Isobe, Zach Heltz, Erickson Cristobal, Satomi Lakin, Lisa Kukaruk, Dane Kurihara running the show. Dean Shimamoto for joining myself, Carter Uechi on the call. So for now, we'll say aloha to our Spectrum audience. YouTube audience, stay here. We'll bring to you guys the awards, the Kaua trophies, the most outstanding player, the most valuable player. That's all to come after this break. You're watching the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
When it comes to AI, there's something big happening. The smallest things are creating giant revolutions. At Worldwide Technology, we're at the forefront of AI. With our one-of-a-kind AI Proving Ground, Cyber Range, and full-stack approach, you can build, test, protect, and implement AI solutions that deliver for you and your customers in a big way. Worldwide Technology. Together, let's make a new world happen.
What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.
Welcome back to our YouTube audience, and those of you who are on Spectrum XCast and have now joined us here. As you look on your screen, you see the Kapa'a Warriors from Kauai. They're holding a trophy. They got the Ray Wong One Team Award, so it's honoring the treasured Iolani tradition of one team. In honor of Ray Wong, even though we broke our promise to him, we established an award in his honor. And this award best exemplifies the qualities of good character, sportsmanship, in its performance at the tournaments, character not show, effort not talk, action not credit, and team not self. So your 2024 Ray Wong One Team Award winner, Kapa'a Warriors from the island of Kauai. Now on your screen, You're seeing the runner-up trophy getting handed to the Brewster Bobcats. What a run they had. They had a look at the buzzer for the win. Came up just a bit short. Dropped it 45-43. This team, they were led by their guard play all tournament long. Like Coach Jason Smith told us before the Classic, they have more guards than San Quentin. One of my favorite quotes I saw. Now the championship trophy will be presented to Utah Prep Academy. Their first time here to the islands. JJ Manliquit, Anthony Falesi, Layden Kauka, the three local boys with ties back to the islands, get to raise the Koa trophy. That, like Dean Shimamoto said, it's a pretty similar looking resemblance to the state championship trophy. And JJ Manliquit the first to hold that trophy. Manliquit played his freshman year here for Iolani, led them to a third place finish in states, then went to Utah where he is starred, now signed to play at UW next year. The rest of his team will join around Layden Kauka, Anthony Falesi on the sides, two local boys with local ties. AJ Dabansa in the back, the #1 recruit in the 2025 class. I like how most people have been projecting the potential #1 pick in the 2026 NBA draft. John Southwick headed to Utah Valley next year, but is planning to serve a 2-year mission before arriving to campus. So Utah Valley will have to wait just a little bit longer to get him. Jackson Rasmussen is going to go home, play for Idaho. Number 52 ranked power forward in the 2025 class. Jackson Kiss, still uncommitted, not committed yet. But he has some offers, still weighing it out. Anthony Falesi, just a junior. So more to come for him. As we saw, a whole chunk of his family from the north side coming down from Laie every day to come and support him. And now, the next award, the Kai Machida Sharpshooter Award. There's some local boys in the running for this. Ethan Chun, Aiden Gu, Declan Beckett, all have a chance.
16 made three-point baskets. From Iolani School, number 20,
and with 16 made threes, Aiden Gu will be the 2024 recipient. And today alone, he went 6 of 9 from behind the arc. As the Raiders as a team went 12 of 23. As they were in a dogfight with Paul VI. Kept it close, but dropped it 67-59. And now we're going to get the 2024 Iolani Classic all-tournament team. Tony Dorado is out there with co-AD Mo Maggiolino. 12 spots on this team. And the first spot goes to Tanoa Scanlon, who helped lead Punahou. They dropped the first one. It was a tight one to Oak Hill. And won the next 3 as they played in the consolation pool, including a game where he put up 34 points. Jordan Smith Jr., the second recipient, he had a 32-point game yesterday in their hard-fought loss.
From Wheeler,
to Wheeler.
Now,
RJ Smith and Imhotep, the point guard, the crafty 5'9" point guard. Coben Landrew, he also had a shot at the Kai Machida Sharpshooter Award, but he is named to the all-tournament team. Donovan Williams, Oak Hill Academy point guard, coming from the left side of the court. Now behind Tony Dorado.
Number 2, DeAndre Lindsay.
Picks up that award. Second member of Oak Hill to receive an all-tournament team nod. DeAndre Lindsay, the big man down low.
Veritas, number 1, Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr.
Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. out of Veritas led him to a third place finish after Ryan Sohi's buzzer beater finger roll.
From Veritas, number 4, Ryan Soley.
And I just talked about his buzzer beater winner, Ryan Sohi, also added to the all-tournament team. Came out strong in that third place game. Finished with 13 points, none bigger than the last one. Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. had 34. Sebastian Wilkins
number 23,
from Brewster gets the nod. Killian Toure will also get onto the all-tournament team. And then for Utah Prep, Anthony Falesi. Guessing there's another member here, as we are up to 11.
Number 23, JJ Mandaquit.
And JJ Mandaquit gets a nod. The last two awards remaining: the most outstanding player and the most valuable player. JJ Mandaquit now posing for a picture.
Most outstanding player is Dr. Timothy Cottrell.
Scored 45 points in this classic. Just over 11 points per game.
From Brewster, number 2, Ibuka Okorie.
And the most outstanding player was to Ibuka Okorie,
most valuable player.
a Stanford commit for the Bobcats. Award presented to him by Dr. Timothy Cottrell, head of school here at Iolani. Now AJ Dabansa, most valuable player, and he finishes the tournament scoring scoring 81 points, over 20 a game. Last two performances, 26 points, 23 points. And from the free throw line in those last two games, 21 of 27. And made that line his home, as all 14 members of the all-tournament team, 12 on the all-tournament team, one most outstanding, one most valuable player. They all pose for a picture there. Shout out to the one local boy, to Noah Scanlon, the son of Kevin Scanlon, who you heard on a number of broadcasts here. They will pose for a final picture. Photographers still getting organized down there. But that just about wraps it up here for the 2024 running of the Iolani Prep Classic. This is the 40th year that we've had this tournament. 2 years there was no Classic. Once in 2020 we didn't have it. In 1993. So the 40th year we've had this tournament. It was established back in 1983. But for the girls' side, which wrapped up last week, Long Island Lutheran, your champions in their 17th running of the girls' tournament. And the boys, Utah Prep Academy defeats Brewster 45-43. Claim the 40th annual Iolani Classic Champion Trophy, the Kaua head. Now we'll get to all the thank yous. John Tamanaha, Kevin Scanlon, Peter Greenhill, Ian Young, Mike Among, Dean Shimamoto, Derek Lowe, myself, Carter Wetchy, all had spots here up on the mic, bringing you guys the action. And then to the crew, the production crew. Drew Isobe, Zach Heltz, Erickson Cristobal, Satomi Lakin, Lisa Kukharuk, Dane Kuihara running the controls. Athletic directors, scoring table, Kyle Miyamoto, Melissa Usui, Nathan Hugh, all those guys that helped run the table here. Our friends at Spectrum who had to communicate to offices in California to help our broadcast run on XCast. Michelle He, Director of Communications. Dr. Timothy Cottrell for allowing us to do these streams. Iolani Classic Tournament Committee. All the parties involved that helped make this thing run. Thank you to all that's involved. And for the final time here in 2024, we will be signing off from the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. Aloha from the Lord Jim.